What's up guys, Frantic here, and welcome to the Sunday Show where we talk about all things music, mostly metal. Today's episode, Religion and Music. Let's jump right in. Last week, I decided there wouldn't be a Sunday Show. I'd been listening to an album that I really wanted to talk about, but hadn't had a chance to delve too deep into it, so essentially I valued quality over quantity. Figured I'd get to it this week. While researching the album and the band, I found myself going on tangents more often than not, at least when trying to think of what to say. I wanted to recommend the album Her Halo by Teramaze, and while I think you should absolutely listen to this album because it's really, really good, the caveats that kept coming to mind were causing me to really rethink what I was going to talk about. Caveat number one was that Teramaze is, in essence, a Dream Theater clone, but not necessarily in a bad way. A lot of those types of bands exist, but Teramaze takes their own unique spin on the songs and stuff they do, and I really think it goes a long way and shows that they aren't just trying to be copy-paste Dream Theater. They've been around for a while and evolved over the course of their career, like most bands do. And this brings us to caveat number two, which is they found Christianity and used faith to write their music and lyrics. Of course, we're not talking about gospel-esque music. That's not what they do. You probably wouldn't even have considered that that's the perspective they were writing from had I not told you that. Just like me when I listened to it for the first time. When I found out, I was honestly unfazed. Music is, after all, an expression of your point of view. More to my point, another band I've recommended was Vials of Wrath on this very show. And that band is an atmospheric black metal band, and telling you that much, you'd be surprised potentially to hear that they also use Christianity for their point of view and for their lyrical inspiration. Which kind of brings me to the point I'm going to try to make here, which is my thoughts on this. This whole Christianity or even religious perspective in music, it's a non-issue. And that's because I think I can put myself in the shoes of the person writing the song. And there are different things in each religion that I tend to, kind of identify with. Not to say that I don't believe in them or I do believe in them. I'm personally identify agnostic. It doesn't matter to me what you think. And that's why I think it's so easy for me, honestly, to understand the point of view here. But I'm not blind to what they believe, so I can understand what they're trying to say. Now, I don't go out of my way to go listen to gospel music. It'd be hitting deaf ears. There's no point. That's not what I'm trying to say here, but I know many people who are going to draw the line when they hear faith-based music. And it's short-sighted in my point of view, I think that's just not right. We all have our beliefs and values, I believe this, you believe that. Why does it matter if they label themselves as a Christian and that's why they believe what they believe? Let me try and put it this way. Think about Ghost BC, the heavy metal band. I've mentioned them on the show before, they're a really good band. You would probably think that they're preaching the gospel of like Satan or something like that. In reality, what they're actually doing is just kind of parodying religion as a whole, mainly ones that worship a primary deity, maybe even an overzealous worship, which tends to kind of be a direct comparison to Christianity, but I don't think it's that narrow in mind. So music as an expression can oftentimes make you put yourself in the point of view of the songwriter. That's kind of my point here. Look at the album I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, Her Halo. An angel is often a symbol of hope, of beauty, in at least literature. And if I hadn't told you that it was Christianity in point of view, had you have thought any different? Let me give you a better example. Bullet for My Valentine has a song called Her Voice Resides. And there's a line in the song, "Where is my angel? I need her now." Out of context there, you don't know what that necessarily means and whether it's trying to be religious or whether they're just trying to use an angel as something. But what they are trying to say is that it's a perfect soulmate. Where's my angel? My perfect soulmate. I need her now. Someone who's aching in the heart. That's what that line means. And that's the point of view that they're trying to come at. But had I not told you that it was Bullet for My Valentine, had I just said, "Where's my angel? I need her now," you could fill in so many blanks there. And that's where I think the next part of this discussion is important, and that's context. The big understanding here is that context is important. As is with most things, it's very important. But I'm not trying to tell you this as some stunning revelation or anything like that. I just think sometimes we might forget it. Keep that in mind. Context is very important when analyzing these things. So, if there's anything you're going to take away from this, I hope it's this. Empathetic listening, this whole idea of putting yourself in the writer's shoes, is something you should welcome with open arms. Listening to a song or analyzing the lyrics, don't dismiss something the moment you disagree with it. Because even if you end up not agreeing with it, the overall message, by the end, if it's not something that you are quite on board with, at least you should understand the perspective of the person saying it. That way you can understand why they're saying it. And in time, once you get the handle of being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, you could extend this to real life and discussions with people, whether it be about politics or their night out. Which, honestly, I'd argue it's more important there. That being said, guys, that about does it for me in this week's Sunday show. Let me know what you guys think. I know this is just my opinion, so let me know in the comments down below whether you agree, disagree, maybe I'm being a little short-sighted myself, maybe there's something I'm missing. Please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. It's a very interesting topic to me. That's, why I'm talking about it. What did you guys think of last week's Sunday show? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I'm always interested to hear what you guys think about the show, along with what you're listening to this week. It gives me a better idea of what I can give you in the next week's episode. Most likely I'll be talking about Her Halo by Tara Mays next week. If you're interested in that, definitely tune in next Sunday. So as always, I'm Frantic. See you guys next time.